Alright, you guys, usually I don't do reviews of actual episodes of Love and Hip Hop Hollywood or any of the Love and Hip Hops anymore. If you want to see those old videos, just go up on YouTube and type this in. Meet Magazine, M-E-E-T, not M-E-A-T, you pervs. Meet Magazine, Love and Hip Hop, Review, Recap, Opinion. Meet Magazine, Love and Hip Hop, Review, Recap, Opinion. I have old videos from years ago, like 2014, 3 years ago, when I used to review whole episodes. Today, that's not what I'm here for. I'm here for one specific scene. Now, the scene starts out in Los Angeles, California, in The Room. The episode aired Monday, September 18th of 2017. And let me see, what episode was it? It's the Love and Hip Hop Hollywood Season 4, Episode 10. Yeah, and I think the episode was titled Musical Chairs, right? So the episode starts off, not the episode, excuse me. The specific scene in the episode starts off at The Room in Los Angeles, California. So some Negro who looks like a turtle wearing glasses named Marcus meets up with some fool named James who goes with Bridget Kelly's fine ass, right? So they sit down with some drinks and Marcus introduces James, Bridget Kelly's boyfriend, to A1, Lyrica Anderson's husband. Yeah, there is somebody who's married on the show. I know that may blow some of y'all's minds. Like, wait a second, there's married people on Love and Hip Hop too? I thought everybody was a boyfriend or a girlfriend. But anyways, so, A1 is like, oh, okay. When Marcus introduces him to him, like, oh, so this is Bridget Kelly's guy. Okay. And they're talking about the whole Ray J situation where Bridget Kelly did the whole, the music video song, whatever, with Ray J. And, Bridget Kelly's boyfriend feels as if her voice could do a lot more than that. Like that song, the song is called Pussy So Good. So, of course, her boyfriend was not feeling that. Oh, by the way, here, I'm going to make a separate video about this. But do you know who Bridget Kelly's boyfriend's sister is? His name... Bridget Kelly's boyfriend's name is James Shipp Jr. Shipp with 2 P's. You know whose brother that is, right? Yes. Alexandra Shipp, who played in VH1's Drumline, The New Beat or A New Beat. And she also played Aaliyah in the Aaliyah movie, the one that Wendy Williams, the director or executive producer, something. Anyways, that's Alexandra Shipp's brother, but I'll make a separate video about that. How cool is that? Love me some Alexandra Shipp. Shout out to her. But anyways, she is a FARB, a finance redbone. Anyways, back to this discussion. So boom, Marcus, James, and A1 are sitting there, at The Room. They're talking about the whole Ray J and Bridget Kelly song thing. Hazel E and Chanel Westcoast walk up in the room. Actually, they go to the bar first. They didn't go to the area where the guys are lounging. They didn't go to that lounge area. They went straight to the bar. And oh my God, Hazel E was looking so bootylicious in that dress. But anyways, so wait, what was I talking about again? Oh, okay, all right. So they went and sat down at the bar, right? And Hazel E looked like she was about to break the bar stool with all that ass. And the guys are talking. So Marcus wants A1 to work with Bridget, so then that way she can get like a respectable hit record and not some old raunchy, nasty, girls gone wild freaknik shit like Ray J was trying to have her do. And like A1 let James know, like, bro, I would love to and everything, but shit, my wife Lyrica is not hearing it. She does not want me working with other women right now, so I can't do that. But I would if I could. So Marcus is like, yeah, I have something that I think Bridget would sound good on, so he's there to save the day, like, okay, A1 can't do it, but I'm gonna do what I can do, we'll see what we can do. We gotta get up together or whatever. So boom, they go over to the bar where Chanel and Hazel E are sitting there, and they're toasting drinks and shit, and Hazel's like, yeah, you really gave it to Charlemagne the God, from the Breakfast Club. She's like, yeah, you really gave it to him. Like, Hazel, I love you and everything, Booski, but come on now. What Charlemagne said about Chanel Westcoast was true. She is a whack rapper. She's cute, but she is a whack rapper. Actually, if I remember, I'll tell y'all the story of what happened with what I said about Chanel. This is a while ago. I'm gonna tell y'all my Chanel Westcoast story at the end of this video if I remember. If I don't, ask me in the comments and I'll tell you there. So Chanel and Hazel were talking about the whole Brooke Valentine situation and everything, and Hazel was of course throwing shade at her, and Chanel Westcoast is basically letting her know, like, I don't like the bitch either, in so many words. And you know, Hazel was like, yeah, you know, my mom, Hazel's fine ass mama, wanted her to get with Daniel Boobie Gibson. She wanted him to get the draws instead of Rose Burgundy. You know, she wanted Hazel to leave that young boy alone. And by the way, people were saying that he was like 18 or 19. That was false. He's more like 26. Just for the record, just for those that don't know. So, boom. You know, Hazel's fine mama doesn't think that he's accomplished enough in life to be with somebody who's a boss chick like Hazel E. She feels as if Hazel should get with somebody more on her level like myself, somebody like me who's, you know, on some CEO shit. But anyways, so boom, Hazel notices. This is of course scripted, at least this part right here. Anyways, so Hazel, let me stop. Y'all know I love VH1. So boom, Hazel notices A1 sitting over there with the guys, and Hazel's like, hey, that's Lyrica Anderson's husband. And so Chanel was like, oh, okay, well, you know, basically they come to the conclusion that they need to go and talk with A1 because they both want a hit record. And Hazel was like, shit, you know, maybe he can like have us on something together or whatever, you know, and it could be like a collaborative record with the three of us. So boom, the Blontourage get up and they make their way over to where the guys are sitting. Now this shit gets so freaking hilarious right here. So the girls make their way over to where they're at and sit down, and Hazel introduces A1 and Chanel Westcoast. See, A1 is a funny ninja. He tries to play it off like he doesn't know, like doesn't really know who she is, but you know, but so Chanel's like, yeah, you know, I'm a rapper and I really like your beats, blah blah blah. And A1 has to take a sip of his drink and is like, I thought you were just a host. As soon as he said that, I was like, wait a second, is A1 being shady? Because I've never seen that before. A1 is like real cool and real respectful, so I'm like, what the hell is going on? I mean, I've never seen him, you know, shit on anybody ever. So I was like, oh shit. Like I knew it was gonna go left right there. I'm like, oh shit. So Chanel Westcoast is like, yeah, you know, like that's my day job, that's what pays the bill, whatever, but music is really my passion. So boom. Once this was said, right, A1 was basically like, look, man, if you do music, that's what should be paying the bills. Oh my God. The way that James and the way that Marcus reacted to it, oh, they could, boy, they busted out laughing right there. They couldn't even hide the humor. Like they couldn't hide the fact that it was fucking hilarious. You know, they didn't like, let me bite my lip, let me try not to react to this shit. James had to cover his mouth. And I know that this was not scripted, this conversation. Maybe whatever led up to the conversation was scripted, but this was straight up realness, raw realness. Because when A1 was like, that shit should be paying the bills, Marcus did something you don't see too often in reality TV. He looked right into the camera. He poked his lips out, scrunched his forehead up, and just looked right into the camera. You're not supposed to look into the camera on reality TV. That's one of the things they tell you. Don't look into the camera. But anyways, that actually added to the scene. That made it even more hilarious. The fact that Marcus had to look right into the camera like, y'all see this shit? So Chanel's like, look, man, I got songs of French Montana, Snoop Dogg, Be Real, blah, blah, blah. First of all, let me tell you something right now. French Montana will do a song with anybody as long as there's money involved. French Montana will do a song with fucking Santa Claus if there's a bag involved. All right? I can see him right now with his red hat with the white ball at the top, talking himself, ho, 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 and a ho, 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 huh? Come on now. Snoop Dogg is from the West Coast, and Be Real is from the West Coast, so I think they were just playing, doing one, you know, taking one for the team, excuse me. Okay, she also mentioned Ty Dolla $ign as well, another West Coast artist. You know, like, holler at me when you do a song with like Jay-Z or Beyonce or somebody like that who really like to the point where if they do a song with you, it's really off the strength that they really, really like you. Holler at me when you have a song with Nicki Minaj, somebody who really doesn't have to do a song with you. Somebody who, when we hear it, we're like, oh, okay, this is genuine. This is not, oh, we're doing it for the West Coast, or I just did this for the money, or whatever. Yeah, so A1 is like, okay, yeah, you know, those are like my brothers and whatnot. So, but here's the thing, Chanel. He just, you know, he's like, you know what? Let me just cut to the chase. Let me just tell you why I'm talking like this to you right now. He's like, we met before, Chanel. So Floyd is like, yeah, you know, I wasn't as hot at the time when we met. I was in a studio session with French Montana, and he tried to work with her at the time. He's like, yeah, you know, we should work together. And he's like, you know, you had your sunglasses or shades on your face at the time, and I don't know whether or not you even looked at me. Anyway, long story short, she basically played him like he wasn't anybody or whatever at the time. Of course, nowadays, this dude has hit songs with people like Chris Brown, like multiple hits with Chris Brown. That's just one of the artists that he's worked with. I figured I'll mention him because he's like probably the biggest one. But long story short, he's like, look, I can't work with you. So at this point, the only thing that Chanel had to do was just say, okay. And that would have made her look at least somewhat humble. If she would have just said, okay, and just left it at that. Or she said, I understand. But no, not Chanel Westcoast. Chanel Westcoast has an ego on her. I don't know why, but she has an ego on her. So they end up talking about Charlamagne the God and what he said about, well, you know, Charlamagne is a Viacom dude, you know, VH1 Viacom, MTV Viacom, BET Viacom. And, you know, so they're basically mentioning Charlamagne, you know, all this stuff is connected. So of course they mention Charlamagne, and then he talks about it on the Breakfast Club, which I'm sure he will. By the time I'm recording this, he might have already. Yeah, you know, she was on MTV's Ridiculousness. It's all connected. So this heifer said Charlamagne has gone at some of the biggest artists in history. So if Charlamagne is dissing her, and Charlamagne has dissed like Kanye, Drake, people like that who are basically legends, well, hell, that puts her up at the caliber of the artist that Charlamagne made fun of, because she's just another great artist that Charlamagne clowned. Now, when I was watching this, I was hollering so loud that I haven't had a laugh like this in a long time, man. This is, I'm telling you, Chanel Westcoast has the best scenes on Love and Hip Hop Hollywood season 4. Whenever whenever this woman is in a scene, it ends up becoming like this big legendary scene. Now that's something that she can brag about. She was meant for reality TV. She has just enough arrogance and delusion, good enough looks, and lack of talent. Like she's the fucking perfect combination of things to be like a reality TV legend. Like, this is her niche. This is her genre. She needs to stick to reality television. She should do the music on the side, because then that helps to fuel the delusion. But I'm trying to tell you, reality TV is Chanel Westcoast. Chanel Westcoast is reality TV. I mean, Lord, freaking hilarious. If you think about it, when she was at that music video music video shoot with Hazel E and shit popped off, that was a crazy scene. Then there was a scene with the girl Jade and Brooke and everything, and she was like, yeah, Jade is half black and I'm blacker than her, or some dumb shit. I made a video about that. I was inspired to speak about that. Chanel Westcoast, I'm trying to tell you, it's like whenever this heifer pops up, she's rarely in, you know, the scenes on Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, but when she does pop up, damn, the shit is funny. It's like you just sitting there like, look at this fucking train wreck. She's a good looking chick too. So when you see her, you're like, oh yeah, there goes cutie, you know, Chanel Westcoast, right? And then she starts talking and you're just like, oh fuck no. You're like, what the hell? You're like, oh my God, like, what the hell is wrong with her? And that's because she's on that vitamin E, that vitamin ego. You see what I'm saying? So she's straight ego tripping. Some of it may come from insecurity, because people are looking at her like, you're a rapper, you know. I guess like you're the chick who laughs on ridiculousness. Like, that's your job, to go laugh with this ridiculous laugh. Like, Your laugh is more ridiculous than fucking Meat Magazine. That asshole has a terrible laugh, but your laugh is even worse than his, and he laughs like a crackhead pimp. Now somehow Brooke's name got brought into the conversation, as in Brooke Valentine, Miss Girl Fight, and you know Hazel is shading the shit out of Brooke, calling her a little bitch, and Marcus, oh, his face, his whole demeanor changed up. Like, shit. Listen, Marcus went from science lab nerd to goon in like the snap of a finger, like for real. Like his whole shit changed. His whole aura switched up. Like I was like, oh shit. he transformed to a whole new ninja out of nowhere. And this shit is just getting even more hilarious. Cause Hazel's like, yeah, she wants a girl fight in my city. Yeah, we could get it popping, you know. You know, I told y'all the reason why Love and Hip Hop Hollywood exists in the first damn place is because of Hazel E. She is the creator of the show. Like, listen, y'all know I love me some Hazel E. But that shit was funny as hell. She's like, she wants to have a girl fight in my city. Yeah, we could get it popping, bitch. Nah, but seriously though, so boom. So she said that, and the guy's reaction was once again freaking hilarious. They were like, look, we're just gonna laugh at all this shit. This is too fun. And plus they have some drinks in them too. Oh shit. So I know that they were feeling it. They were like, okay, this is getting too good right here. Shit, I'm glad I came. Shit, I'm glad I came out tonight. Said, fuck the studio. I'm glad I was here. I'm glad I didn't miss this. And, you know, there were some pretty good scenes this year, man. Rather, this season. Love and Hip Hop Hollywood Season 4. But, man, I'm going to have to say that this is my favorite freaking scene. Like, nothing can top this. Then again, I did miss the episode before this one. That's the only episode I missed. I'm going to have to go back and watch it. So there might be something there. But this is my favorite scene as of right now. September 19th, 2017. I'm recording this right now at 5:08 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 8:08 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, for the record. Best scene, period. Hands down. VH1, thank you. I laughed so hard I damn near shitted all over myself. Almost got kicked out of my mama's house for shitting on myself again. She told me, she said, the next time you do that in your pants, boy, you're going to be back in the garbage can. But that's none of y'all business. Anyways, so my girl Hazel E was basically saying, like, look, man, I think it was Marcus that was like, yeah, so what have you been doing, Hazel? Like, what's popping with you? Like, what do you have going on to make you think that you run LA? And she's like, look, man, my book sold out in its first week. And said Marcus is like, if you run LA, there must be like 3 LAs. And then A1 was like, nah, there must be 4 LAs. Because he's kind of running shit right now too. Shout out to A1. You really are running shit. I know you were being sarcastic, facetious, or whatever, but you really do run shit. Shout out to A1. Shit. Marcus is like, look, I guess her damn book did sell out when you only print up 4 copies. Give 1 to your mama, 1 to your auntie, keep 2 for yourself. Yeah, sounds about right. Damn near shitted. Why did he say that? Y'all know I'm a huge Hazel E fan, about as big as her booty, but honestly, the whole scene was freaking hilarious. Once the girls got over there to the guys, oh, classic. This may be one of my favorite scenes in Love and Hip Hop history. One of the best scenes. Anyway, the girls had to get up and leave now because this is just too much. But let me tell y'all something right now, man. Now, y'all know I'm Team Pretty Girl. I'm not saying that I'm not on Hazel E and Chanel Westcoast side, because they are fine as hell. Okay, I'm not saying that I'm like against them or anything, but damn, I don't know if it was editing or what, but the guys won that argument. Okay, it was just one argument, but the shit that they were saying was so freaking funny. Man, I need to see around to the girls need to get them back at the reunion, because I mean, man, the way that the guys, wow, just a hilarious scene. Everything about it, loved it. You know, I just hope that the girls, you know, get their revenge and say something, you know, a couple of zingers that'll get back at them or something. But yeah, man, classic scene. Thank you very much, VH1. You You guys are friggin' awesome. Y'all know how much I love VH1 shows. My favorite network. And you know, yeah. Let me know what you guys think about that scene. Those that saw it, those that didn't see it. I pretty much told y'all what happened. Because I just had to talk about it. It was just some classic material. Man. I'm over here at Chanel Westcoast Instagram page right now being thirsty. I'm talking all that shit about her like as if I haven't been to her Instagram page 11 times to go be thirsty. She is cute. But anyways, oh, so years ago, I was over at the Vlad TV page, right? Chanel Westcoast had an interview with Vlad. Y'all know I'm silly as hell, right? Y'all know I'm crazy, right? So I put a little rap up there in the comment section, shading Chanel Westcoast. Y'all know I used to be a rapper or whatever. All right, so like I was just fucking around, just trying to be funny. That shit got so many thumbs up, it was hilarious. And basically the way I ended off I don't even remember what I wrote. I wasn't even drunk at the time either, but I don't even remember what I wrote. But basically I said that she needed to just leave rap, go do porn. Now I didn't really mean that. You know, even though I don't enjoy her music, that doesn't mean, you know, that other people shouldn't be allowed to enjoy her music. There's very few rappers that I think really should just quit it because I think that their music is that bad or it's that offensive. It's a very, very short list. Mostly, for the most part, they're from down south and they have dreadlocks and weird shit. Those corny dudes that we can't tell apart. And some of these like West Coast so-called gangster rappers, those weirdos. Those clowns too. But for the most part, I think most rappers should have a chance. Now, there is that rare circumstance, once again, where there's some people who really need to just fucking quit it. But yeah, anyways, West Coast Chanel, or Chanel West Coast, excuse me, and Hazel E, the E stands for enormous because of the size of that booty. These girls are fine as hell. So, at the end of the day, they're still winning and I'm still grinning. Because they look good. And that's what matters in life, ladies. Is looking good. Okay? So you can't out-rap Method Man or who else is a dope rapper. You can't out-rap J. Cole. But at the end of the day, you still look good. And when it comes to females, that's what actually matters, is looking good. Who cares that Chanel Westcoast won't outbar Remy? Who cares? She looks good. That's why I'll buy her album and the poster. But anyways, that's just me, y'all. This is all my opinion. What do I know? Oh, I think that Chanel Westcoast, because I was wondering, what is this whole connection between Chanel Westcoast and Hazel E? I think that Chanel Westcoast might be like one of Hazel E's models for her shoes, because Chanel Westcoast shoe game is popping. She wears some really sexy shoes. So I think that she might be a part of that shoe dazzle deal. Did Hazel E say that that was $1 billion deal or $1 million deal? I think she said it was $1 million. She couldn't have been $1 billion. There's no way. You know, like who gets $1 billion shoe deal? So it had to have been $1 million deal. Anyways, that's a huge accomplishment. Almost nobody is gonna get $1 million shoe deal in their lifetime. She's one of the very few people who was able to accomplish that. And her book sold out. So yes, Hazel E is lit. Girl code is lit. I just wish that she would stick more to the girl code and stop fighting with other chicks. But other than that, I love me some Hazel E. Love me some Chanel Westcoast, you know, because they're fine as hell. But anyway, this is all my opinion. Sorry, this is a long-winded video. I just felt like talking today, y'all. You know, I very rarely make long videos. So when I do make them, they're for the people who have the time. Who have the time to listen to me. Those long videos, rather these long videos like this one right here, are for the people who really, really fucks with Meat Magazine. All right? And for the people who want the short version, just come to the comment section. Now, anybody who wasted this much of their life listening to me, it's going to be over 25 minutes by the time I do the outro. Please leave a comment. If you listen this damn long, you got to leave a comment. I don't care if you just say fart in the comment section. It won't be a waste of time for me to read. Did you see this scene? If so, what did you think about it? If you didn't see it and you heard what I said about it, pretty much told you the whole damn scene. Let me know what you think about it all below. Be sure to subscribe to the Meat Magazine YouTube channels. Visit meatmagazine.blogspot.com for more. Follow me on Twitter at Meat Magazine, Meat Magazine 7 on Google Plus, Meat Magazine blog and Instagram. Be sure to hit the notification button. It's right next to the subscribe button. Looks like a bell. Once you click that button, you'll be sent alerts to be notified when new videos get posted. Jesus. And what do you guys think? Like, was that the best scene or not? Or at least one of them? If it wasn't, what was your favorite scene of Love and Hip Hop Hollywood season 4? Or what was your favorite scene in Love and Hip Hop history of all the different franchises? Please comment below. If you watched and listened this long and you did not post a comment, then shame on you. Shame on you.